Hi everybody, it's Christy here, the daughter of Scarlett Donaldson, who is the host of this crazy channel here on YouTube, The Far Out World of Coffee Creations. Yep, this channel is all about coffee, not just regular coffee, but all kinds of far out coffee creations that my mom makes up from just her imagination. So, I hope you're ready because she's got a lot of great stories about coffee, taste tests of different coffee flavors, creamer flavors, even some coffee maker demonstrations, and a whole lot more. So, without further ado, let's check out her channel, The Far Out World of Coffee Creations. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go enjoy a nice hot latte, cappuccino, or maybe a cold frappuccino or iced coffee with my mama Scarlett right now on The Far Out World of Coffee Creations.
Morning haze, crack of dawn, she's brewing a dream. Beans grinding rhythm, sweet and smooth like whipped cream. Espresso shots, flying crafting wonders unseen. Scarlett's cafe magic, stirring the caffeine scene. Pour it up, steam the cup, life's a rich aroma. Frappuccinos, cappuccinos, feels like home. A craft in every blend, not a coffee clone. A Scarlett's love of Java, warmth in every sipper. Sunset hues, twilight brews in the kitchen's glow. Espresso cascades like a mountain's flow. Bold beans latte, dreams steam rising slow. Scarlett's world of wonder always steals the show. Pour it up, steam the cup, life's a rich aroma. Frappuccinos, cappuccinos, feels like home. A craft in every blend, not a coffee clone. A Scarlett's love of Java, warmth in every sipper. Sip away the worries, let the tension fade. Scarlett's coffee alchemy, elixir homemade. In the cup her passion's poured, always custom made. Crafted with sweet care, memories never fade. Mornings glow, rooster crow, baristas take a bow. From macchiato whispers to a mocha vow. Scarlett's joyful journey, magic in the now. Each cup a new adventure, coffee, craft, wow.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Far Out World of Coffee Creations. Starla here. Now, like I said, man, I gotta tell you, this stuff, as you saw in the last episode, I taste tested chocolate covered strawberry K-Cup with the creamer to match, and let me tell y'all, you can still smell it. It is really a potent, it is a really potent flavor. Whew.
So I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to make another one, but I'm going to try it with chocolate creamer in it this time. I'm going to try it with the chocolate creamer, but I'm also going to ask or answer a question that a lot of people have for me. So let's see if I have to put... Nope. All right, it's being nice to me. All right, thank you. Thank you for being nice, Keurig. I figured it's the same kind, so I'll just use the same mug. There's no sense in dirtying a freaking mug. It's the same kind of coffee, it's just a different creamer. That way I could really get a taste for what the coffee's like by itself, because the creamer could have overpowered it a little bit. Maybe not, because it's really strong either way. But I mean, like I said in the last one, it's not a thing I would get all the time, but it's not bad. But I am going to try to find the cherry, because I do want to try the cherry. Because that was supposed to be what I got, but that isn't what I ended up with. So all right. Oopsie. And let me tell you, those K-Pods are very, very thin. I just pressed down on the one that I put in the trash, and they're really, really thin, I noticed. Okay, now let me get some chocolate cream. Oops, no, that's not it. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is, yes it is, yes it is. We're gonna sprinkle. And you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna even add, I'm gonna do both, like I said. I'm gonna do it both ways. I'm gonna mix both of them in it. Because I said it would be good with both creamers, so you know what? I'm gonna be daring on this one. Because of the question that was asked. And I still might do one where it's just the, I gotta figure something out to stir with here. I'll just use this little spoon. I'm gonna stir this up first. And I'm gonna get some sugar. But I'm going to be daring and I'm going to try this because of the question that was asked. But I will try this with just the chocolate, but I decided to do it with both this time because of a question. Let me tell you, it smells chocolatey. Ooh, that smells rich. This smells really chocolatey. But I will do that with just the chocolate by itself. But I had to do it this way first because I brought it up first and I figured I'll just try it this way first. That really smells like a chocolate covered strawberry now, y'all. I'm gonna be point blunt. I might like this better than I liked the original. I don't know, we'll see. Alright. Alright, let me grab my iPad and we'll go taste test this version with my frequently asked question. Whew, I am hot. You get toasty sometimes when you drink this. You get really warm. And if you're not used to that, whew, if you get hot easily, this is not the beverage for you. All right. Here goes nothing. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that is better. Mixed chocolate in with the chocolate strawberry creamer. Oh, yeah. It's a chocolate lover's dream. Oh, yeah. So, somebody asked me, how do you make up your combinations? How do you make, mix match your creamers with your coffee flavors because you use such far out crazy shit? Well, this one was an accident because this was actually, like I said, this one was not supposed to match. This one was actually chocolate. It was originally going to be chocolate cherry with chocolate strawberry, which I still think would taste good. I do think that would still be good because they're, strawberry cherry. I don't think that would be too bad, but it matched. So it's, it was the chocolate strawberry. But basically, I try to pick something that I think would go together. For example, when my staff Tiffany got me the cinnamon honey vanilla creamer, I was like, okay, what would go with cinnamon honey vanilla? Because you don't want to put, for example, a fruity flavor, unless you're doing something apple, then apple would. Ooh, yum. But like if you did apple cinnamon, that would work. Or, the pumpkin pie. So I was thinking pumpkin spice would go. But I was like, okay, what else would be really good with a cinnamon honey vanilla creamer? I was racking my brain, like trying to think. Oh my God, that's amazing. I do love that. I might be changing my mind. I might have to get this again. Because I do love this. I might have lied, you guys, accidentally. Because I am starting to really fall in love with this. This one's starting to grow on me, y'all. And since I only have so many, I might not get it right away. But I might not drink it right away. But this one is starting to grow on me. I'm starting to fall in love with this one. But anyway, my daughter, Christy, goes, have you ever thought of snickerdoodle? And I'm like, snickerdoodle? She goes, yeah, because it has cinnamon in it. That's one of the main things is cinnamon on top. And I was like, ooh, yum. Excuse me. So I was like, okay. So since it was her idea, I was like, you know what? Because she didn't know what to get me for Christmas. I said, well, go get me the snickerdoodle K-Pods, honey. And of course, for those of you who do not know, I am a reborn doll collector. And Christy is my 3-foot Apple Valley child doll. And we role play, so I do her voice. So when you hear her make a little appearance on here, it's, me doing the voice because I like entertaining. That's what I do. I get my kicks out of making people laugh. Because she's good at making people just burst out laughing. Christy, that is her thing. I'm naturally not funny, in my opinion. My friends will disagree with me, and I know I'll get a comment, yeah, you are. But to me, I'm the more serious, laid back, get razzed all the time person. Because that's what I always was growing up. I was always the butt of everybody's joke. So, when we do entertainment, when me and Christy work together on YouTube and stuff like that, she's always giving me hell. She's always razzing me, making me laugh to the point sometimes where she makes me cry. She she literally has, because when I go into character, I never know what's going to come out of my own mouth. And this kid has made me cry on multiple occasions. She has made me laugh so freaking hard. Because, I mean, it's one thing for you to make fun of yourself and put, you know, and just give yourself hell for something, or oh, I'm an idiot, I screwed it up, I got the wrong thing, blah, blah. Well, it's another when your character does it. That's more fun, because it's not like you're putting yourself down and making fun. It's like you don't feel like you're putting yourself down and making fun of yourself. And when you're not, and this also goes for people like me with mental health conditions where my self-esteem sucks, and I'm not one to deny that. My self-esteem is shit. And I'm not one to take compliments easily. And again, Rocky would attest to this. I do not take compliments easily. But Christy sits there and goes, Mommy could be a barista, and I'll believe it coming out of her. Even though literally it's coming out of me. But to me, it's like it's coming from her, so it means more. And so, you know, I was like, you know what, I'll let her do it, because that was her idea. I'm gonna let her do it. And a lot of people will be like, well, okay, she's not real, why do you do that? And I said, because it's fun. It's entertainment, it's fun. It makes it more fun. Because, you know, even if it's my idea, it's more fun to say it was her idea and give it to her. To me, she came up with it because I didn't. Because I was at a loss. She came up with the idea for the snickerdoodle, so I let her do it. Well, then she triggered me into the sugar cookie when she was talking about snickerdoodle, because we at the same time had gotten the sugar cookie creamer, which is thebomb.com.yum. She turned around and she'd gotten the snickerdoodle while I had gotten the sugar cookie at the same time. Or no, I got the sugar cookie first and then she got the snickerdoodle one. And they came different days, thank God. Whew. But, and, you know, they were so good. Both of them were just excellent. And in January, when we were having that blizzard, the Gulf Coast blizzard, you know, everybody was impacted. The cold weather, we were freezing our butts off. I was wrapped in my blanket. All I could think of was that damn snickerdoodle coffee, and all I could do was drink the hell out of it. I mean, I did. That's all I kept drinking was her snickerdoodle gift. I know, a lot of people would think I was weird, but I'm like, I'm drinking some of the stuff my daughter got me. And it was just like, it was comforting. Because, you know, when you don't have children of your own, getting to, even if it's you playing the role of your child, because you can entertain that way, it's fun. You know, it is a lot of fun. And so she sometimes helps with ideas. Christy, and I will give her the credit. When she comes up with an idea, I will give that credit to her. Because, you know, to me, that's the right thing to do. Real kid or not. Give your child the credit. If they come up with something good for your YouTube channel or your podcast or your radio show or whatever you do, if your child comes up with an idea, give them the credit for it. That's one of the other things. But, you know, that I wanted to say in here was, you know, because I didn't know what was going to happen with that cinnamon honey vanilla. I thought I was going to end up wasting it if I didn't come up with an idea. But then I started to think, and I came up with, you know, adding it to the pumpkin spice, the pumpkin pie. That would work in that too, to make it a little bit. Because you can't taste the honey in it really, you taste the cinnamon and the vanilla. So that's another way of making that work if you don't have the French vanilla creamer to mix in. Well, another thing is too, you know, Tiffany was like, oh, I would love to try this butter pecan creamer. I think it was a creamer or a K-Pod. I can't remember what it was. It was one or the other. And she says, but I use it was a K-Cup. Excuse me. I believe it was a K-Cup. And she said, but I use this. And I said, no, you don't want to do that.
I said, you do not, ew. I said, ew, Tiffany, honey. I said, that'd be gross on that. And mind you, I'm older than Tiffany is. But she is the staff. So now, and this is another thing too, that even staff could learn from their clients. Us clients who are experienced in this stuff might know it better than you. There's things you might know better than us, but there's even things we know better than you. So it's good to learn from each other, not just us learn from our staff. And she even narked me out to my SSA, I found out. Because she's like, yeah, she talked me out of getting this one. She said, if you're going to get that K-Cup, you want to get that, you want to do butter pecan creamer, or you want to do like a hazelnut. Because you do not want to get or I'll have to tell her too, if she wants that butter pecan one, to get amaretto creamer. Because that's more of a nutty taste. I think that one would be good with like a nut, like a coffee with a nut in it. Because I think that would be excellent to put like with a coffee that has nuts, like a nut flavor to it. I honestly, and see, I'm more of a perfectionist. Lonzy is I'm going to drink it with anything because it goes with everything. No, it don't. No. Not all creamers go with everything. Trust me. Ew. Amaretto does not go with vanilla. That is disgusting. And so, yeah, you want to try to match them up based on flavors. You don't want to do the same flavor with everything. Now, if you don't, of course, have the budget to do it, you can't. But if you have a little bit of money to set aside for this, you can. Because let me tell you, not all flavors go with everything. Trust me. Ugh. Amaretto to me is like a nutty. No wonder Lonzy likes it because he's a nut. Ha! Oh, Christy. Yeah, I had to make an appearance right there. Yeah, you did. But yeah, no wonder Lonzy likes it. He's a nut. But anyway, excuse me, I got the sniffles. Probably because it's hot. This coffee's hot and it makes my nose run. But basically, I try to mix the flavor. So if it says toffee, for example, that would probably be more of a caramel or a vanilla creamer to go with it. If it's like chocolate, of course chocolate would go. Depending on what it is, the chocolate strawberry would go. It just depends on, like the French toast. I use my cinnamon toast creamer. Now that would go with probably stuff that has, lots of cinnamon to it, or has like a maple in it. It just depends on what you have. And you just mix it based on what the flavor of the K-Pod is. Because you don't want to mix, like, for example, hazelnut with chocolate-covered strawberry. Ugh. That just would not work well. Yuck. You want to mix it with something that matches somewhat, that would fit with the flavor to enhance it, to make it even better. Because you don't want your coffee to taste like crap. Because that's what a lot of people think. They're like, oh, coffee is gross. It doesn't have to be. It's only gross because people make it gross. Yeah, it looks like brown. It looks brown from what I've been told. But it don't have to taste like mud. Okay, it doesn't have to taste gross. If you get flavored coffees, you're sitting there seeing this and you're like, ew, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink regular coffee. You don't have to. There's flavors. Guys and gals, there's so many flavors out there. It's not funny, okay? You've got so much to choose from. You could go out there and you could find especially if you like just a cup a day or, something like that. You can make great combinations with K-Pods. You can make some dang good stuff with K-Cups.
Okay, you can do some awesome recipes as you've seen in this channel. I do all kinds of crazy stuff. Lonzy is more of the, and I think I'm kind of infecting him with my far out bug. The only thing that he don't do that I do is change creamers around. He is a one creamer man, usually. Now, he has tried other creamers, but he's mainly an amaretto guy. Or, you know, he likes just, you know, certain creamers. I will mix mine based on the flavors. And so I'm one of these that I like to change my coffee up because I can't drink the same flavor over and over and over. Ugh. It's boring to me. Which is why Lonzy jumped on the fact, he's like, hey, you know, I do it. Why don't you do your version and do a, like, you know, like a sister channel to the Blind Coffee Man? You know, why don't you? Because I had asked him about it, and he says, well, why don't you? You should, because you don't do what I do, dear. You do different. You do the crazy stuff. I don't. But I think I'm starting to infect him with my crazy bug, because the other day, it was so funny, you guys. I have to laugh at Lonzy. And, you know, me and Lonzy have been friends for going on 4 years now. Yikes. Yeah, I've known the Blind Coffee Man that long. Yeah, no joke. I met him through, of course, Nick Vogt, our friend DJ Nick V, as we affectionately call him.
Or DJ Goober. Oh, sorry. Oh,
DJ Goober?
Yep, DJ Goober. He'll probably call me DJ Pipsqueak, but that's okay. If that's the case, he's, let's see. We could call him DJ Football.
DJ Football? Why's that?
Because he always likes to play football on his video games.
Oh, Kirsty. He's going to get you.
That's okay, I'll get him back.
Uh-oh.
But anyway, so
I met Lonzy through him. Well, basically, what made us click so easily was our love of coffee. And he's the one that got me to get my Keurig. Now, at first I had a Duo, which it was a pain in the butt for me to use. So I ended up getting my K-Express. Excuse me. But I was originally trying to find the one he had, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I ended up with the K-Express after a while, because I couldn't handle the K-Duo anymore. It was driving me crazy. And it was doing this obnoxious noise, and I realized what it was when our service coordinator came down, and it was like, because it was sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I hate that noise. Oh, I can't stand that noise. I had to literally walk away from the thing and walk into the bathroom just to stay away while it finished brewing, because normally I love to hear a coffee maker brew, but that thing, when it was doing that, because it was basically cleaning the water off of itself, so, and it was sitting there, it was like really high pitch, and I can't, now me doing that like that, I can handle that, but it doing it, it did it worse, and it got to my head, and I'm like, oh no, you can't do that. That's why I had to get rid of it, because now this one squeaks, but it's not annoying. It's just like, oh, don't cry. But the other one was annoying. Oh God, but it was annoying, that Keurig. It was loud, and it was just like, at the end, it would just squeak. And I hated it. Like, it would do that loud, high-pitched squeaking, that shrill noise, and I couldn't handle that. And, so basically, that's when I started, when I started doing YouTube, that's when I thought, you know what, I'll do this. Well, of course, like I said, I have to wait and get my stuff all ready to get verified, just in case, because when I put our songs in, I might have to get it verified. But, I do have to say, This one is really growing on me, you guys. and that's another thing too. You heard me say in the last one, I might not get this again. I might end up getting it again. I guess I might change my mind because I really actually am enjoying this. At first I didn't know, and that's another thing with certain flavors. You might get one and you might be, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Try it at least a couple times out of your box. Because it might grow on you. That's another thing. Is always try it at least a second time. Give it another shot. Make something different with it. If you have like a second idea that you think might work, try that with it. That's what I did, and this is growing on me. This one would be almost like a comfort drink because it's kind of like relaxing. Because it makes you think of, a nice summer day sitting out. Ooh, I tell you. Oh, man. I'm going to make this again in June. And there's a reason behind it. Oh, I know what you're going. Oh. I know what mommy's doing. Mm-hmm. Let's just say the barista is about to get a couple new devices that might make appearances next month and the following month. And yeah, so she might be getting a couple new devices, which is why next month I won't get the K-Cups, because the one device is going to be coming next month for my Mother's Day gift, because my daughter wants to get it. And so I might be getting another device. And then the following month, Mama Rocky is getting me something, because she wants to help with this channel too. She wants to be a part of it. And this, I am not touching this again for a couple months. This would be excellent in that. Oh my God. That's all I'm going to say. That just, the thought of it. That just triggered a thought when I was talking about refreshing summer drink. Oh yeah. Yum. Yummy. I like.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Mommy's in love.
Yep. I think I'm going to fall in love with this the other way better. That's all I'm going to say. I might end up making me one and doing that just to see how it tastes. Yum. Anyway, if I can't wait, I might have to do it a different way and try it that way, but we'll see. But anyway, that is amazing. Yum. And you can definitely taste the chocolate when I mixed it in. Yum. So Casey would like it probably this way better, my second way. Mixing more chocolate into it. Yum. I think Kitten, if she tried this, would drink it this way better. She would like it this way better without, because I added the creamer, plus I added some chocolate creamer in it. And yum. So delicious. But yeah, I love this. But that's how I pick, how I match things. And sometimes it happens by accident, like this. This was not supposed to be a straight up match. This was supposed to be chocolate covered cherry, which is what Lonzy got, but I ended up with chocolate covered strawberry instead. So I'm gonna have to see if they have chocolate cherry K-Pods. Because that's what I thought I got, but that's why you always pay attention to what you're listening to. Mom, with all due respect, you couldn't really pay attention very well because you were distracted by the stupid storms last week. Because remember, you ordered it last week. Yeah. Well, no, I ordered it. Oh, I know what had me distracted. The 28th. Yeah. Oh, crap. Yeah. That thing had me so worked up, I didn't even hear straight. That's what did it. Oh, yuck. Yeah. Yeah, when you're doing stuff and you're trying to... Yeah. When you're listening to severe weather coverage and trying to put your K-Pod order in, that's dangerous. Yikes. You got one thing on your mind, keeping an eye out on your friends' neighborhoods and your neighborhood and everything else, and you're screwing things up by accident. Well, at least you can say one thing, you got something good out of it. Yeah, I did. Yep. Because I got it on the 1st, and that was one of the nasty days, too. Yep. It was only a few days later, and that was still fresh in your mind, so yeah. Ugh. Yeah. But, yeah. I tell you, this one is fantastic. I am definitely going to have to save that one, though. Yum. But I am going to look for chocolate cherry ones because that's what I was supposed to get. But yeah, like I said, and I keep repeating that for those that aren't paying attention. I was supposed to get the cherry, but ended up with the strawberry, which, oh well, what the heck. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the craziness today after my first initial test. And then coming back to try it a different way. Like I said, I think it would be good with just the chocolate too. But I decided to add the extra creamer just because I like mine sweet anyway. And I decided since that was the first idea I had, I'll do that. I'll try it with both. And it was fab. Anyway, I will love you and leave you till the next time. Originally I was going to do a tribute, but when I did it the other day, it kind of screwed up because somebody was, I don't know what the heck they were testing in the hallway or what was going on, but it was loud. So anyway, I will see you next time, and it will be the tribute, and we'll go from there. So I will love you and leave you till then, here on the Far Out World of Coffee Creations. So long, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless.
In a small town kitchen down a gravel road, Scarlett stirs her passion in the morning glow. Morning starred with laughter, mugs are overflowing, love and joy in every cup, every heart she's owed. She grinds the beans at sunrise, sunlight in her eyes, creates a brew so perfect like Tennessee skies. From cappuccinos creamy to espressos bold, every sip a story, every cup a gold. Scarlett's Brew, a wonderland, bringing joy to everyone, cup in hand. With each gentle pour, she fills our days. Her kitchen's magic in so many ways. Friends gather round the counter, waiting for their turn. She knows just what they need without a word discerned. She serves it up with kindness, warmth in every sip. In Scarlett's little kitchen, love's a steady drip. From frothy latte swirl to caramel sweet, her creations sing a melody, life's simple treat. With a heart of gold and skill unmatched, Scarlett's coffee brings us all joy that's deeply latched. Scarlett's brew, a wonderland, bringing joy to everyone, cup in hand. With each gentle pour, she fills our days. Her kitchen's magic in so many ways. Scarlett's brew, a wonderland, bringing joy to everyone, cup in hand. With each gentle pour, she fills our days. Her kitchen's magic in so many ways.